Hey gang, Super Russ 9000 has started a tag and he wants to know how you started collecting and why you still collect. Well, sir, when I was a kid, I got into MAD, and the second that people found out that I had an obsession with MAD, it felt like every single person also had MADs and they wanted to give them to me. So my pal in my class, he gave me a grocery bag full of MADs. My cousin dropped off a grocery bag full of MADs at my grandma's house. My dad even had a MAD special, and a MAD paperback. It seemed like everyone had MADs, and next thing you knew, I was a collector. But it wasn't just the fact that I had amassed this collection so rapidly. It was also the fact that I was already collecting toys and stuff like that, and MAD was just a new extension of a collecting obsession. But then I got into comic books, and that was great whenever you found comic books. It was very rare that I found comic books. There was one spinner rack at a place where we used to get ice cream, and they would very rarely have anything on the rack, but when they had anything, so what if those usually were there, I would always buy those. And then I sort of lost interest in comics because there was other stuff to collect. So Looney Tunes VHS was the main thing, and like I could not afford a comic book if I had to save up for a Looney Tunes VHS. But a little while later, I bought a price guide just at random, and realized, oh, the comics I had been buying on vacation and whenever, they were worth cash money, or would be if I had kept them in condition. They would usually end up on the, floor of the backseat of the car and just get smushed. But I was right back into collecting, and what a time to be a collector. Spider-Man, Todd was on Spider-Man. X-Force #1 hadn't come out yet, but I did miss New Mutants 98. I ended up getting the third print of New Mutants 100, X-Men, the Image books, and then I got into Vertigo. And really from that point on, I never stopped collecting comics. There were many opportunities when I could have stopped collecting, because I think it was 1997 when every single Vertigo series I was collecting, they were all canceled. And why do I still collect? Well, you could never buy everything you saw in Wizard as a kid. Some of it you just would never see in a store. It would be some independent book that looks great, but it would never be ordered by any store you ever went to. Or it was stuff they would order that you couldn't afford. And so really, a lot of my collecting is nostalgia, just buying up books that I've seen in Wizard or wanted to get. And I do buy covers to goof on. When I see a cover and I know the joke instantly, I have to buy it. I dropped $18 on Ms. Marvel, her first appearance in the black suit, just because I instantly saw the joke. So thank you to Super Russ. Thank you for this tag. I'll have your link in the description. Yes, there's nothing sweeter than seeing some cover I recognize only because I saw it in a Wizard ad. And even with the recent spike in comic prices, they're usually like $2 at most because they were always destined to be discount bin filler. Still, great to find.